Guten Tag alle, Herr Wallace here. Today we're going to do some more exercises with infinitive phrases. Please remember that on our website, germanforspalding.org, under the page that says Herr Wallace's Video Archives, you can find, according to subject, lots of videos explaining German grammar and including this particular subject of infinitive phrases. But today we're just going to do some exercises so that you can see how this works. So here I have 8 sentences in English and I'm going to convert them into German using an infinitive phrase. That is nice to say. Das ist nett zu sagen. He will try to call you. Wird versuchen, dich anzurufen. And one thing I want to point out here is when you have a separable prefix verb in German, and you're using it in an infinitive phrase, the zu is inserted after the prefix and before the root of the verb, thus giving us, in this example, anzurufen. It would not be too hard to see you. Es würde nicht zu schwer sein, dich zu sehen. It is time for me to go. Es ist Zeit für mich zu gehen. He is too fast for you to catch. Ist zu schnell für dich zu fangen. The guitar is too hard for me to play. Die Gitarre ist zu schwer für mich zu spielen. We are too tired to write today. Wir sind heute zu müde zu schreiben. German is sometimes difficult for me to understand. Deutsch ist manchmal schwer für mich zu verstehen. So these are all examples of infinitive phrases, and you'll notice that in each example it is located at the end of the sentence, and with the exception of separable prefix verbs where it's located at the end of the sentence, but it's also got it inserted after the prefix. Okay, so here's a couple constructions that you're going to need to be familiar with when you're using infinitive phrases, because you will run across them. The construction zu is used to mean in order to, statt instead of, and then ohne without. So for example, I will stay in order to see what he buys. Ich werde hier bleiben, zu sehen, was kauft. I am working in order to pay the bills. Ich arbeite, die Rechnungen zu zahlen. You should stay here instead of going out tonight. Du sollst hier bleiben, statt heute Abend auszugehen. And here we have a separable prefix verb. And we're going to use, so we're going to put auszugehen. Instead of learning Spanish, you should take German. So, statt Spanisch zu lernen, sollst du Deutsch nehmen oder lernen. One thing here I want to point out is these are exactly as the top 3, but in the 4, 5, and 6, I'm going to start with the infinitive, the phrase with the infinitive construction in the beginning. Thus, statt Spanisch zu lernen, sollst du Deutsch nehmen. Are you going without telling your mother? Gehst du ohne deine Mutter zu sagen? And in order to see the game, das Spiel zu sehen, musst du mit mir kommen. So when I've started a phrase in examples 4 and 6 where I started with a phrase, you'll notice that I've highlighted in green the next verb. This verb should start the second clause. So, das Spiel zu sehen, musst du mit mir kommen. I could also flip this around and say, du musst mit mir kommen, das Spiel zu sehen, and that is also okay. It's whether what you want to emphasize first. Okay, das war's. A very quick practice activity using infinitive phrases in German. Danke für das Zuschauen.